What's going on, guys? Zach here, undergroundstrength.tv. Thanks for stopping by. Got a Q&A here from a police officer, and he's got questions on being a strength coach and implementing the methods from the Underground Strength Coach certification. So there's a lot to be learned here if you want to be a strength coach, and also how to blend your knowledge of strength and conditioning and applying it perhaps to your job, to your career, or doing something on the side because it's something that you love to do and you've got a plan and you want to put it to use. So let's check it out. This comes from Mike. It says, I want to thank you for the information you've been sharing through your emails and your Instagram. I've been into health and fitness as an athlete, powerlifter, bodybuilder, and now as a trainer. My first 25 years of training was the old school free weight gym at Gold's Gym in Milltown, and I've trained there. I've trained at many gyms. It used to be called the Muscle Mill. I'm now 44, and for the past 4 years, I've been training in my garage using everything from kettlebells, battle ropes, and airplane tires. That's a new one, and that fires me up right there. Last year, I took a group class to get started with a certification to start training athletes, a group certification class. Training people today is one of my passions, especially working with athletes. I've been a police officer for over 22 years, so it's not about the money for me. I believe that God has a purpose for all of us, and after I retire in 3 years, my purpose will be to help people get to the next level physically and spiritually. I also would like to start some kind of training program for the officers under my command. Before I register for your online Underground Strength Coach certification, can you answer the following questions for me? How long will the certification take if done properly? It's a great question. Properly is different for everybody. If you're a single guy living with your parents, you should be able to bang this thing out in a week. You should spend 2 to 4 hours a day, an hour or two in the morning, an hour, 2 hours at night. Each time you go through a section, you're taking notes, pausing the video, and that way it's sinking in because you're actively learning rather than just passively watching. You want to take notes on each section because there is an exam at the end of the certification, multiple choice. If you are somebody like myself who's a busy family man, you're 44, I don't know if you've got a family or not, but you have a full-time job. So I would suggest that when you wake up in the morning, you get your cup of coffee, you sit down, and you spend 30 minutes to an hour, go through one section, maybe two, depending on how long that section is, and again, take notes. I'm going to recommend that every day you're watching. Don't put it off. It's like once you start building up that momentum, that 30 minutes or an hour, you might find yourself catching another 30 minutes to an hour during your lunch, 30 minutes to an hour at night, and then you're building up notes. Nice clean notes, use bullet points, and title it according to each section that you're learning from. So how long will that take? I really don't think, even as a busy family man, it shouldn't take you longer than 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the most. How are you protecting the integrity of the certification? For example, is there a test? I love that question. Now, there's people that even attended the live certification where it's there's levels across the board, whether it's a coach or a doctor or a teacher, you name it, where we've got good enough, they're just kind of average. We've got great. We've got those that have and live for the relentless pursuit of excellence. So an exam doesn't make you great versus good or average. So the integrity is protected by you, not by me. You've got to uphold your own integrity, which means that when you're done with that with the Underground Strength Coach certification, you want to keep learning. Mike Boyle, Vern Gambetta, power athlete. The options are endless for us to learn. Kettlebell seminars, certifications, they're endless. So the key is you're always getting better, and in your heart, you give it your all. I know that sounds corny, but that's a lesson I'm always preaching and teaching. So the integrity comes through you, and I would say the integrity is you don't just stop. You're always learning. You're not good enough ever. You're always trying to get better. How are you? Whoops. Is the training all online, or will you providing a CD or a USB? It's all online. I don't do any more live certifications. I don't think I will do it again. It's a long story, but I mean, I've kind of explained it and people still don't really understand it. So no, it's all done online. Nesta, my buddy, John Spencer Ellis, we've partnered up, and he takes care, or his company takes care of the administration of all the online materials, your exam, and your certificate. Great company. I'm super proud to be affiliated with them, partnered with them. Will you be available if I've got any questions during my certification? I'm extremely available. Instagram, Twitter, reply to a newsletter. And once you pass your exam, forward me your certification, the proof that you passed the exam, and I'll add you to our private Facebook group, because there's a community of underground strength coaches that will help you. Are all of them helpful? No. Do all of them participate? No. There are some people that kind of just troll and don't really participate, and then there are others that are always giving and giving. And to me, those are the ones I'm proud to be affiliated and associated with. So Mike, hope that helps you out, my man, and I look forward to having you as part of the Underground Strength crew. That's it. And I guess lessons and takeaways for this is, if you're a coach and you think that, you know it all, you've got it all, no. Invest in another form of knowledge, education, and get better. Make yourself better. And that's it, guys. Got to live the code 365, not just when you feel like it. If you're new here, check out the links below. A lot of strength and conditioning resources, training resources, some business stuff, and all the links to my social channels. Dig in and get after it. Peace.